We do not stand for mean girls at this company. That was the official line. That was the branded narrative sold to millions of young women. The Ledger does not track narratives. We track patterns. We are going to dismantle the gap between what the Unwell Network preaches on the microphone and what was allegedly happening in the boardroom. We are looking at a masterclass in modern corporate hypocrisy. Alex Cooper built an empire on radical transparency. She is the face, the talent, and the product. But mega creators are finding that their personalities alone aren't scalable as standalone businesses. Enter Matt Kaplan, husband, media executive, co-CEO. He owns 50% of the company. To understand the collapse of the Unwell narrative, you have to understand that this is not just Alex Cooper's sandbox, it is Matt Kaplan's machine. Rumblings began last month. Bloomberg reported significant executive turnover and a stressful work environment under Kaplan's management.
But in the influencer economy, turnover is easily disguised as rapid growth. The cracks didn't truly show until the Alix Earle situation. Industry insiders began to question the utility of the Unwell Network. Was it a launchpad or a containment zone? Some speculated Cooper signed Earle not to amplify her, but to neutralize a direct competitor. When Earle quietly exited, the internal explanation was simple. We do not stand for mean girls. But if you've ever worked somewhere that used buzzwords to cover up systemic issues, you already know the answer. Drop your story below. If you want to understand how deep the rot goes in creator-led businesses, hit subscribe. We don't care about the gossip. We care about the blueprint. Then the dam broke. Vanity Fair published a sprawling exposé. Daddy issues. Trouble behind the scenes of Alex Cooper's Unwell media empire. The Ledger operates on evidence tiers. We are looking at Tier 2 investigative journalism. Over 40 sources, current and former
employees. According to the report, the company that branded itself on female empowerment was, behind the scenes, allegedly functioning as a toxic environment. The allegations against Matt Kaplan are not about standard corporate pressure. They are about targeted humiliation. Vanity Fair cited multiple sources alleging Kaplan created an environment where employees felt intimidated. Other outlets, including People.com and Us Weekly, reported on the exposé, amplifying allegations that he made inappropriate comments about physical appearances, weight, and probed into the sex lives of staff. Matt creates the most toxic work environment that I've ever seen. He will scream the worst things and say the nastiest things to you. And Alex will be there next to him, not defending anyone. When discussing the departure of Alix Earle and a potential invite to one of Earle's estranged friends, someone allegedly pointed out that the move felt a little mean girl. Kaplan's alleged response? We're all mean girls at this company. I'm the biggest mean girl of anyone. A 42-year-old male media executive, openly identifying as the biggest mean girl while allegedly terrorizing a staff of young women. The lack of self-awareness is not a personality flaw. It is a documented pattern of behavior that increases corporate liability exposure. But here is the detail that completely recontextualizes the Unwell empire. When Alex Cooper and Matt Kaplan caught wind of the impending Vanity Fair piece, they didn't just prep a PR statement. They allegedly unleashed a high-powered attorney. The alleged legal letter sent to Vanity Fair didn't just deny claims. According to initial reports, it explicitly threatened the publication, stating that if the story suggested any sexual impropriety on Mr. Kaplan's part, it would become a life's mission to ensure Vanity Fair's days were numbered. Legal threat to Vanity Fair? Standard PR defense? Or admission that the story has teeth? Comment with the strong evidence.
Let's synthesize the data. In 2025, Alex Cooper used Vanity Fair to publish allegations of sexual harassment against her college soccer coach. In 2026, her company allegedly uses legal threats to crush a Vanity Fair journalist investigating her husband for inappropriate workplace behavior. Does the empowerment narrative only apply when it benefits the brand? Why tolerate the toxicity? Follow the access. This week, Netflix announced an adaptation of the novel Icebreaker, produced by Alex Cooper. But who actually holds the keys to Netflix? Matt Kaplan, the producer behind To All the Boys I've Loved Before and XO Kitty. One employee told Vanity Fair they viewed Kaplan as the puppeteer, allegedly saying, "I don't give an F if she is sitting on our couch eating hot Cheetos all the time while I'm over here running her company." The business model is clear. Cooper provides the audience and the cultural shield. Kaplan leverages it for traditional Hollywood
business? The well-being of their staff. Take a step back from the multi-million-dollar deals and the celebrity feuds. At the core of this Vanity Fair report are dozens of women in their early 20s. For many, this was their first real job in the industry. They signed up to work for a woman who built a brand on protecting and empowering them.
only to find themselves allegedly trapped in a room with a screaming executive, unsure of what boundaries were normal because they simply didn't have the experience to know better. That isn't just bad management. It's a betrayal of the exact demographic that pays their bills. The Unwell Network is inadvertently living up to its name. When the dust settles, Hollywood doesn't care about your podcast charts. They care about liability.